Collective, welcome back. Divine Essence Tarot. So today we're going to do a 3-part situation. Okay, this is part 1 of a collective read. So this could be for any sign. Okay, if it resonates for you, let it fit where it applies. And of course the energy can always be flip-flop. This could be your person feeling this way. This could be you. You guys know how it resonates for you, right? So let's get right into this. We're going to look at the oracles first, just to get an idea of who or what is in your energy. Okay, let's take a look. When it comes to love for the collective, spirit guides, angels, divine ancestors, please shine the light on what I need to see for the collective. You and I were too young. Did you meet someone and at the time you got, both of you were young and you weren't mature enough to handle the relationship, and that's why it fell apart? For some of you, you both were immature. Tell me more. I am grateful for the spiritual lesson. Whoever's in your energy is actually grateful that they met you. They got something out of this that is helping them to ascend, to grow as a person. So they're glad that, you guys crossed paths. They cherish the times that you had. And I feel like what they learned from dealing with you, they're going to take it and apply it in the next connection. Tell me more. I am not available. Okay, listen. This could be, again, you feeling this way or your person. Only you would know, right? So, but someone here is not available. They're not emotionally available for conversation, for anything, really. I feel like they're focused on their self right now. So they're not into meeting up. They're not into having a talk with you. They don't want to indulge. I just heard they don't. So let's take a look at this oracle deck. Let's see what we have, guys. Just to dig a little deeper into what may be going on, okay? You guys can let me know how it resonates in the comments, okay? I'll be seeing y'all's comments, and I love it. I love it. You see, I always respond. Name one time I didn't respond, okay, to one of y'all. There's sometimes like 20, 30 comments, and I always reply. Okay, let's take a look. For the collective, tell me more about this. Spotlight. It says limelight, audience, self-absorbed. Someone in the connection, either you or them, needs spectators, needs a crowd, needs to be in the spotlight. One of you could have some type of platform, so you are literally on a stage, but maybe that's behind a camera, or somebody could be a performer of some kind. But I'm getting there's something to do with the arts. Someone's very artistic and people look up to them, either you or your person. Whatever they do, they're looked up to. People aspire. They're inspired by your person or you. But whoever this is also very selfish. Very much, they could have came into the connection thinking of what they can get out of this. And they didn't think about the fact that this is a joint effort. This is a relationship. So you have to think about the other person, right? And I just feel like whoever this is, they were too much in their head and too much focused on their self. And I see a cage on the stage here. There's a cage. And what I'm getting with that is that whoever this is, their mind is caged. So they're used to old patterns, old ways of thinking, and this is somebody who's always done things a certain way in relationships. So they've always showed up the same way for each person that they have dealt with. And because of that, they usually things usually tend to wind up the same every single relationship that they have. Things in the same way because someone has caged thoughts, like thoughts that they're very rigid, is what I'm saying. Tell me more. And they're unwilling to make necessary changes when it comes to their connections, when it comes to like love, message, communication, conversation, expressing feelings. Well, we did pull that someone is unavailable emotionally, but that doesn't mean they won't reach out. You know, people reach out all the time and they're not ready to give of themselves when it comes to their heart space. But I mean, it could be also you, collective, reaching out to them. You might get tired of waiting, and maybe it's been a long time you haven't heard from them and you want to talk to them, so you might decide, you know what, somebody got to do something here, and you might feel like you have no choice, but you have to be the one to make a move. Somebody's going to communicate, because while one of you is not emotionally available, I feel like the other person is, because you see all that water. Whoever's going to message the other person, all that water represents emotion. So somebody's in their feelings and emotionally open and available. Someone's favorite color could be blue. But this message in a bottle here, I'm getting to that you guys could be separated by water in some way. You could be separated by a body of water. And if it's not that, there's just travel involved. But someone wants to let the other know how they're feeling, right? Expressing feelings. And so you guys could maybe get some type of closure, or I feel like somebody here does need closure. Maybe the both of you do, but let's see. Desire, self-pleasure, sexual thoughts, and intense feelings. So somebody is thinking about when y'all laid down in that bed, okay? And if you guys never did that, then they're thinking of how that would be. But I am getting that very strongly, that you guys got it in. And you did it, you know, more than once. And it was intense. And it was something that you both enjoyed, 1000%. Trying to keep it PG. Because we're on YouTube and TikTok, right? So, but they're self-pleasuring themselves. Somebody here got the dildo out, got the what do you call it? The rabbit or whatever, the pocket puss, everything. The lube, everything's out, and they're thinking about their person. And I'm getting that one of the things that this person might have really liked about you was your eyes, because look how intense her eyes are. So this person might think about how sexy your eyes were for whatever reason. Okay, they loved your eyes, your lips, and they just feel like you were really sexy. Something about you was very much giving like yummy. Okay. All right, now guys, we're gonna take a look at the tarot, and when it cuts off, it's just gonna go to part 2, because this is part 1, right? If anybody needs a personal reading, all you have to do is message me. You can inbox me, or you can look in my bio and you'll see my email. You can always hit me up there as well. Let's see what we have for you guys. For the collective, Spirit, please let me know, show me, who is this person in the collective's energy? Who is this person? Who? 5 of Pentacles, somebody that kept you out in the cold. They could have kicked you out at some point. For some of you, I see they kicked you out and it was cold. It was at winter time when this happened. And maybe you had nowhere to go. If it's not that, because it could be a couple different scenarios, guys. The other scenario is that this person just literally made you feel emotionally out in the cold, right? They weren't there for you. They were not supportive when it comes to the relationship. Okay? Could have been with